freaky spider. Bro, you see that? Where? Holy crap. Like right here. Check it out, man.
No,
That
stop
is-
it. That's not a spider. That's just like a
No,
little fluff.
no. But underneath the fluff, man. Holy crap. Dude, it was huge.
Dog.
No, it was a fat one, dude.
Well, welcome
Oh,
back.
That's freaky.
Welcome back.
Welcome
We're-
back.
We're Lawn Chair Social. We're easily distracted, and we hope to easily distract you this week with our little shenanigans.
I'm a little scared now.
Yeah, you made me nervous too.
Yeah, you got the Crocs on.
I got the Crocs on, so the spider will respect my riz. I'll be fine. I'll be kosher. You know what I was thinking about the other day? You know how like everyone frowns upon pyramid schemes?
Yeah.
Aren't corporations just like pyramid schemes? Like Targets?
Yeah.
Targets, Walmarts.
Oh, for sure, man.
Isn't essentially every job like structure a pyramid scheme?
Every job has a top to, I mean, the structure usually goes, like CEO to like corporate executives
Exactly.
to branch managers to, regular managers to the worker. It's always a pyramid.
It's always a pyramid, and the thing is, the more you grow, just like a pyramid scheme, everyone gets bumped up a bit, and they always bring in more people to work underneath.
It's true.
So, and aren't pyramid schemes like illegal or something? Or is that just like Mary
It's-
Kay's? No, because Mary Kay's not illegal.
It's like, it's the true pyramid, like what Michael tried to get people in on The Office,
Yeah.
where it's like, if you join under my name, then like I get money and you guys get money when you bring people in, type of thing.
But that's Mary Kay
I don't
and
know, man.
Herbalife and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, because I remember my mom was brought into Mary Kay, right? And they did good, whoever brought her in, because she had this thing, if she made X many sales or brought X many people, that they'd give her like a pink Mary Kay car or something. And she's like, I'm going to work for that car.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mom, no.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to push makeup. Nobody's gonna buy makeup from another person when you can just go to the store and get it.
Especially just sales, man. Sales is always a pyramid scheme.
Sales.
Because here's the thing, on all the job applications, like this job is 6 figures, and you read the fine print, it's like up to 6 figures if you work hard enough, if you can sell 1,000 a day type
Yeah.
of thing. They always have just like such high numbers.
High goals.
Yeah.
Or top producers. Well, your top producers.
Your top producers are like 1% of the company.
Exactly.
Yeah. They have their own book of business and have been doing it for 10 years.
I don't know how common. I know it's fairly common. Bug boys in the summer.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, and there's like Vivint here in Utah. They've got Vivint sales for the summer. I don't
Yeah.
know where else they do Vivint.
Oh, all over the place, man. My parents just got a system.
Really?
Security system, yeah.
Well,
Because I used to work for Vivint.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all over.
Yeah.
They are all over. I don't associate with them.
my wife used to work for Vivint, and she hated it because she worked in billing,
Mm-hmm.
and then she worked in something else, and she said she would just come home with the horror stories. There's this person that yelled at me. There was this
Yeah.
person. This happened, and stuff. And I hope I don't get her in trouble because I'm talking about it. But
This episode's just a call center slander, man.
yeah, call centers and sales jobs suck.
That's what I had for 3 years, man. So I was a year at Vivint in a section called AMI, which was basically we were retention for
Yeah.
people who were not yet customers. So people that like were getting first time systems, new customers. So that was rough. Technicians running half hour late, they want to cancel, we have to save it. They yell at us because it's our fault.
Yeah.
Then I went in to Medicare sales, man.
Oof.
Yeah. I would not recommend it at all. 2 years of it. AEP is a 2 month season at the end of the year where it's open season for insurance. And so me and my wife were both sales agents, and we worked 80-hour weeks, 60 to 80-hour weeks, Sunday through Saturday for 2 months straight with Thanksgiving off.
Yeah.
We made bank. We got
Yeah.
a lot of time off.
Didn't you like travel and everything?
Yeah, it gave us a ton of opportunity. So
Mhm.
if I could go back, I wouldn't change anything, but I still wouldn't recommend it. That's the
not
thing.
for the
It's-
faint of heart.
No, exactly. And I'm surprised we lasted that long, But yeah, man, pyramid schemes, corporations, that's why
Top producers.
yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm happy for us to try to start something new.
For those who don't know, I used to work at a software reselling company. I won't name any names because I signed a non-disclosure agreement for my last paycheck.
Okay.
And then I'm finding out a bunch of stuff that, like, it turns out I didn't need to sign that to get
Mhm.
my paycheck. I was lawfully due that paycheck.
Yeah.
But I won't name names and I won't slander. All I'll say is I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. And I will say, salespeople suck. People who buy stuff from salespeople suck. And people who manage the people of salespeople suck.
Oh man, dude, we just lost half our viewerships in Utah, man.
I don't care. If we
No,
lost
yeah.
all the bug boys, that's fine by me. Go spray your pesticide
Yeah.
elsewhere, dog.
Like it's a great summer college job. My brother did it. I still have friends that are just like in that field, man, that love it. And it's not for everyone. And they need to realize selling to others is not for everyone either.
it's not.
And recruiting, dude. Stop trying. Last week at my job, where
Yeah.
I'm a designer for shirts,
Yeah.
someone tried to recruit me for like summer sales. They're like, oh, you don't like summer sales? You've done that before?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to do it again this summer? I'm like, yeah, no.
No.
I'm happy where I am. Like,
You know what the worst part about it is? They'll go, our top producers this year made this much. Yeah, but also when you go do summer sales, your top producers have like the cherry picked areas.
yeah.
They know, they canvas, and they give the newcomers, they'll give you like some good places so you can come back next year,
Mhm.
but it's mostly crap.
No, dude, and like my brother explained, he was an appointment setter, right?
Yeah.
So he would set appointments, and he would only get paid if the technicians went out to them
Oof.
and followed through with the appointment. So if the technician didn't think that it was a good enough lead, they just wouldn't go.
That
And so the
sucks.
little guy where my brother was just got screwed over, man.
Yeah.
So it's just,
Your brother just didn't have top producer material, bro.
nah, dude, he didn't. I hope he listens to this. Bottom tier.
Bottom tier, mid. Got
But
got no top producer genes.
no. But that's why it's just so important to just try to do your own thing. I mean, everyone always says it, try to be your own boss, or just find a company you respect and that respects you back.
Yeah.
Two great methods.
Now that you say be your own boss, have you noticed like everybody wants to be their own boss now?
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Everyone's got an Etsy shop. Everyone makes this. Everyone
Dude, like
makes that.
70% of high school kids nowadays want to grow up to be influencers. That's all.
Influencers? Not
Influencers.
even like entrepreneurs?
No, just influencers, man. They just want to make videos and get paid for it.
That would be
Who
nice.
would want to do that? Who just wants to make videos all day?
Yeah. Videos are hard.
But
Yeah, I have you like sat and thought about why our I don't want to say our generation because that is a big encompassment. Maybe our age group, our maybe it is just our generation. There's just a huge upsurge for just being your own boss.
yeah,
Huge upsurge, and I can design something, I can make something that is unique. But when you turn around, it's like the market's saturated with that.
yeah.
Now, there are people who make crazy, cool, very unique things.
Yeah.
And
And
they
good on them, man.
and they absolutely kill it. And 3D printing, now that it's more accessible, everybody's a designer
Yeah.
and a maker. And I have my 3D printers, and I use them for, I don't really, when I make stuff, it's just for me, you know?
Yeah.
I don't really market it because I'm just lazy.
Comes down to it, man. But yeah, when you say our generation, it's definitely true. It's just like a big push because that's what you see on social media. You know, those are the ones that pop up are the ones that made it.
Yeah.
They always claim it's so easy to make it. And I mean, good on them, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not for everyone. But there is
Just
something.
Like sales.
Huh?
Just like sales.
Just like sales, it's not for everyone. But
it's only for the top producers, could
top
you say?
producers. And if you're not a top producer, what are you?
A bottom producer.
Bottom producer.
A mid producer.
Yeah. But if you look back, you know, 80 years ago or so, that generation felt the same way, man. That's when a lot of industries, a lot of corporations came to life.
Well, you know what? They had the computer boom.
Yeah.
We have the tech boom.
That's the thing, dude. So, like, it skips generations because they had that. So, a ton of people pushed it. They said, I'm going to run with this, be my own boss. Boom. Microsoft, Apple, all that.
Is that why boomers are crotchety? Because they missed the
They
computer
missed it,
boom?
dude. They're right in the middle. And so, that's the thing. That generation, man, they are. I don't want to be, like, disrespectful because obviously so many people have, in every generation, have done their own thing. But, like, I feel like that generation just, you know, kind of took a step back, said, okay, I'll work for the man type of thing. And then we saw people not being happy, saw all these different stories and said, we want to change that. And look at all this technology, new opportunities. We're going to run with that now. And so I feel like I don't feel like it's just our generation's better type of thing. I think it's just opportunity.
We're built different.
We are built different. We're
We're
built
top
weaker.
producers.
No.
We're top producers.
We're top producers for tech and stuff like that, man. But
Yeah. The
how many kids nowadays work on the farm 16 hours a day? Not me.
kids in Idaho,
Some.
don't they have someone from Idaho is going to have to chime in? I heard from a kid that they have a week where they determine that's the harvest week for the potatoes,
Oh, cool.
and that's their fall break essentially.
Mhm.
And they're all off because I guess all the kids
They
go
just gotta
out
get the potatoes.
because the ground's gonna freeze.
That's
So they gotta pull the potatoes out before the ground freezes.
pretty cool though, man.
And
I'd
I
do it.
heard people make fat stacks.
Yeah.
Pulling potatoes.
I got a buddy, Jace, that's up in Idaho, man, and he listens. He's one of our followers, so if he's in town, man, we'll have him on and we'll talk to him about potatoes, man. Potatoes in Idaho and farm work. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, you never know unless you try, type of thing, when it comes with a new idea, business, a podcast, a travel page, a makeup page. Just try something. That's how it started for everyone that, you know, didn't inherit, type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, say what you will about them, the Paul brothers, Logan and Jake Paul, they came from nothing and built themselves up because they tried.
Yeah.
They started with Vine, they got attention, they pushed it to YouTube, they pushed it to drink lines, fashion lines, boxing, not MMA, WWE, Logan's into now and stuff, rapping. They just threw themselves into everything, and it worked.
What would you call them? Just like icons? What would you classify the Paul brothers? Because they do everything.
They do everything. I would say Jake.
Celebrity.
Yeah, they're just celebrities at this point.
Famous person.
They just started out as influencers,
Yeah.
That's how they got big. It was Vine that then moved to YouTube, and they each did that for like years. So they just started out as influencers and then just moved on to different hobbies that they wanted to try.
Yeah.
They went in all that crap with YouTubers boxing,
Yeah.
but then now Logan ran off with it. I mean, even like KSI and his brother Deji ran off with boxing and
Yeah.
started. I don't know if they started their own like boxing company or whatever you call it, but
How do
I don't
you
know.
how do you think the boxing fans feel with
Oh,
this ups?
True boxing fans hate it, I'm sure,
Yeah.
because it's just people who haven't been into training their whole lives, because
Mhm.
that's how a lot of boxers are, man. They start young.
I feel
They
like a
do.
lot of boxers were bullied and then turned to boxing.
Yeah.
And then
But like people, yeah, like Logan and KSI, you like them or you don't, but they didn't train their whole lives for it. They've just been in it for 3-4 years, and so I feel like true boxing fans don't like it.
yeah. But
It brings a new fan base in.
yeah, that's that's the biggest thing I think. I think it's although the fans of boxing and the boxers may not like the popularity, they got to realize that because of that popularity, boxing now reaches more people.
Yeah, it
And-
reaches more people. It's growing quicker.
Mm-hmm.
It's bringing a new generation in as well.
Yeah.
Because like, at least for me, I never watched boxing, MMA all that much. It
Mhm.
wasn't for me. But that's just because that wasn't what I was influenced by shows and celebrities. But now people are.
Yeah.
I think it's great that YouTubers are becoming boxers, because this generation of younger youth, they're just super into YouTube. Now they see all these different things that people are trying. They look at boxing and say, "Oh, that'd be cool. I want to go into boxing." And so
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a new generation coming up that's going to be really into it, and that's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
You know what's for me was a really sad moment?
Hmm.
I'm gonna make a confession here. I never had a Vine. I never really watched Vines.
Hmm.
And then when I was in Colombia, I for some reason I was just like, when I go back home, I'm gonna get Vine, I'm gonna watch all the Vines, and and
Was
I
it gone?
yep, halfway through when I was in Colombia, I asked another guy from the States who was there. I was like, "How's Vine doing?" It's gone. What do you mean it's gone? It's gone.
Yeah.
Facebook bought them out. They're dead. And I was like, "You can't be serious."
Yeah.
And I was so heartbroken because now I have to rely on Vine compilations.
Hey, well, those are great though.
Those are
I
awesome.
love them.
They're awesome, but there's a deep corner in my heart that goes, I mean, I'm glad someone immortalized Vine montages, but there's a corner in my heart that says, I hope this is a Vine and not a New Age Vine.
Yeah. No, I get that. And yeah, confession too, I never had Vine. When it was a thing, I was into it because they were posted to YouTube.
Yeah.
So as they were coming out, I just watched the then compilations of it, and that's just how I got it. And it was great. I loved it. But yeah, I just never downloaded it. Just like TikTok.
I don't have.
I don't have TikTok,
TikTok
but it
either.
pops up obviously for Facebook and Instagram Reels type of thing. So
Yeah.
I still see all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. It just made me so sad when I heard that, and I was so distraught, and I just wanted to know. Were you in the States when it died, or were you in Nicaragua? When it
I was in Nicaragua. Dude, you and I were like just a couple months apart.
Okay.
Because when did you leave? Like July or something, right?
I think I left August.
August? And I left September.
Yeah.
And then I got home June because my mission turned into a civil war. and then you got home like July or August, just like right after.
Yep.
So yeah, we were out at the same time. So yeah,
Cool.
halfway through, Vine just died.
That is ultimate sadness.
Yep.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
I'll live. I've got YouTube. You gotta be thankful for the internet. Bad or
Yeah.
good, everything gets immortalized on the interwebs. Unless one day someone just nukes it. But I feel like someone
Oh, yeah.
somewhere.
There is that giant rumor that there's gonna be some solar wave that's gonna wipe out the internet for like 40 days. You seen that?
No.
Don't know if it's true. Just keeps popping up. Scientists are like, yeah, solar waves come. It's gonna wipe out internet. And dude, I'm like, if that's true, we're done.
Well,
Adios.
you might be done. I'll be fine.
I'm done.
I'll be fine.
Well, I would literally have nothing for those 2 months.
Well, you see, the place I work at right now, they had a...
Dude, I'm also talking done. Like, there's no communications, bro.
That's fine.
Bro, our soldiers, our bases overseas, man, no communications with that stuff.
Everybody's in the dark, though. Everyone's equally disadvantaged.
Yeah, and what happens when you're in the dark? Look at across the Spider-Verse, man.
Turn on a flashlight.
Is that flashlight gonna help you communicate with our bases in Japan?
Morse code, yeah.
I don't think so.
You do the Morse code with the flashlight. Messenger pigeons.
A flashlight across the Pacific.
Yeah, write a note on a pigeon's foot and send them to Japan.
I'm currently listening to the Harry Potter books, man, and I wish we had messenger owls. It's so dope how they send letters like that. I
Yeah.
wish it was a thing.
Now, here's a question for you. You think that when they raise those owls, you think they're imbued with magic? Because if you I watch the movies. Reagan, my wife, is reading me the books.
Mm-hmm.
Every. Do you know the new books that are illustrated?
Yeah.
So
Those
we
ones
buy
cool.
those when they come out, and we started reading the first one, but we didn't get past the first one. I don't know what happened. I think she just got unmotivated, and she just hates. I don't know if she hates it, but I feel like she hates it because I'll ask her stuff all the time about like Harry Potter lore.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I just don't know. They just never went into it with the books. And I was like, how do you know like fan theories? Nothing? Like,
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know? Like I'll ask questions about spells all the time, and she's like, I guess you'll just have to read the books. And I'm like, no, I want to know now.
Yeah.
And so now my question that I'm leading up to is, do you think those owls are imbued with magic? Because they say go to this person,
Mm-hmm.
and they find that person. But how?
Yeah. It's a great question. I think it can definitely. It's not something that's been answered. As far as I know, I'm on Goblet of Fire right now, book 4, and it hasn't been answered like that. But what has been answered is that wizards have been around basically since the beginning of man, type of thing. Because it talks about thousands of years ago wizards and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's possible that back then there was magic imbued into owls, and it just became kind of like a breeded type of thing. And
Do you think the first spell was like ooga booga?
Ooga booga! It's just fire, man. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I could see if they imbue the first couple owls with magic and then they're bred, but they'd have to be bred with the magic would have to be like some type of like what is the word? Omnipotence?
Sure.
Not a limited, but they know things, but they don't know how to speak. I don't know. Harry Potter is cool. Read
Harry
the
Potter
books.
is cool, man.
Watch
but-
the movies.
You know, it's a kind of a little bit of a letdown, man.
Oh boy.
The big spell everyone knows. Avada Kedavra, Voldemort's famous scene.
Yeah.
The big meme going around with the little sticks and stuff.
Yeah.
You know how it's pronounced?
Oh.
Abracadabra. It's abracadabra with V's. Abracadabra.
Because it's Latin.
I know, but still, just like
I'm kidding. I don't know if it's Latin.
It could be abracadabra, dude. Doesn't that just make you think when you're a little kid? You go abracadabra, alakazam type thing.
Yeah, you're trying to kill.
Yeah, apparently, man. every little kid's just a freaking mass murderer.
J.K. Rowling was probably gassed out writing the books, and she was like, "Let's just throw some V's in there, call it a day."
Yeah, just wrote that spell. Super sleepy, man. Middle of the night.
It could have been that she wrote abracadabra, but she slurred the R.
Abracadabra. I mean, it's
Are the V's in the place of the R?
No, in place of the B. Instead of abracadabra,
it's avra.
Avra.
Maybe she spoke Spanish, because you know how the B and the V.
The B and the V's are swapped, yeah.
And then she was like, oh, "That's it,
genius."
Yeah,
but
so
I mean,
do you think
the way it's delivered in the movie is great, but the book I was just like, did he just say what I think he said?
Yeah,
because Jim Dale reads it. Amazing.
Do you think the Spanish version of Harry Potter is abracadabra? And
Probably.
The English version is abracadabra? You know?
Could be, man. Could be, but I also don't know. I don't think J.K. Rowling is that.
You don't think she thought out that ahead?
No.
You're throwing shade at J.K.?
No, I'm not throwing shade at her. Enough people already do. I don't.
What's one more person throwing shade? Just a minute.
Hey, man,
Just a minute. You're throwing shade.
Nah, I have nothing to throw shade about. I like her books.
You just threw shade about abracadabra.
So I'll throw it about that one word. Could have done better for a spell that just sucks the life out of people. But
you know, most of them spells are like Latin though, right?
Yeah.
So for all you know,
I mean, Leviosa, dude. It's literally like in Spanish.
Levitate.
Yeah.
Well, it's not Spanish. Yeah.
Levantar it's Latin based. Leviosa. It's probably just Latin based, man. So
like Crucio.
Yeah.
Crucio's Latin based.
I don't know about stupefy though. But it's all over.
Stupefy stuns, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe it's estúpido.
Estúpido.
Estúpido. You know, because you're dumbfounded for a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
You know.
Pyramid schemes to Harry Potter.
You know, it's confirmed. J.K. Rowling just called me and she said that everything we said about Harry Potter is new canon. So
cool. Hopefully they write it in for the new HBO series.
You excited for that?
No.
No, why not?
Because, dude, the movies are A tier, man. They're S tier movies. And so you're just going to do the entire thing again with just completely new actors and actresses.
What if
Alan Rickman's gone? Who's going to play Snape, dude? Only Adam Driver could play him.
Let me ask you this. If they made the movies, and this is a question for everybody. If they made the show book accurate, like down to the T, would you think it's worth a watch? We're talking.
I can't answer that yet because I have to check the cast. Cast can make or break it for me. But if it is book accurate, it would be, I guess, yeah, just that question. It would be, worth it to watch it because the books just explain so much more. There's important characters in the books that just aren't in the movies. So it would be fun. I just think there's so much more in that universe you can go into.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to redo something that's already great? So that's just my point of view, and I know a lot of people's point of view on it.
Yeah.
I'll wait for the ratings. see what people say. Might be good, might not be, but
you know what I would love, and I know so many people have said this, but to me it just needs to be said again, and we need to keep saying it until it happens. The adventures of Snape as he's growing up and goes through being a Death Eater, like his story.
He would be sick, but what I would like to see more is I'm gonna botch this, man. of Prongs and Wormtail and Moody.
Oh,
Moody, Prongs, Wormtail. Ah, dude, who's serious, man? With his paws? No, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, their little ragtag.
Yeah, they're a group of 4, man.
Yeah.
Moody, who's the werewolf. James Potter, who turned.
Moody's the werewolf? I thought Sirius Black was the werewolf.
No, Sirius Black turns into the black dog, because that's the story behind it.
Yeah.
Professor Moody, he's a werewolf,
Okay.
and so his 3 friends, James, Snape, and
Spit it out.
Padfoot. Oh, Padfoot is Snape. No, shit. Yeah. Padfoot is Sirius. That's his name. So it's Moody, Prongs, Padfoot, Wormtail.
Yeah.
Wormtail is Ron's little rat dude. That's, right-hand man to Voldemort. Literally, cut off his hand. What's his name? Come on, man. You gotta help me out.
I don't know.
Dude, come on. The
I don't know. I just watched the
Wormtail,
movies. I just
man.
know it's the guy who turns into the rat.
Yeah, anyway, so them 3 friends learn how to transfigurate. Man, my wife's gonna be so
Transfigure. Transmutation.
Yeah, whatever it's called, man. She's gonna be so mad at me because I just listened to all this, but
I hope she beats
he
you up.
turned into the rat
Yeah.
to stop the tree, the Whomping Willow, from moving. There's a little press on it, so he turned into a rat so he could dodge the tree, and then James turned into the big elk, the big deer with the prongs to stop the werewolf, and then Sirius turned into the strong black wolf dog to fight back against him. And so them 3, whenever Moody would turn into a werewolf, they didn't want him to be alone.
Was it Moody?
Actually, no, they didn't even fight against him. They just turned into animals so they can get to his place. Is
it Moody? Mad Eye Moody?
Oh. No, dude, no.
You're butchering it. Everyone's yelling at you.
Mooney. Because it's Mooney, dude. His nickname's Mooney. Because it's werewolf, man.
Oh,
guys, I'm into Star Wars more. I'm sorry. Dude, scratch this episode, man.
Just delete
Scratch
it. Just
it.
never.
No, I don't. I'm embarrassed. And
That's rough.
anyways, you know who I'm talking about. Lupin.
Lupin. Yeah, that sounds right. It's okay, buddy.
Nah, dude.
You can take the L. You're just not a top producer, bro.
I'm just not for Harry Potter, dude.
Oh,
I'm getting there, I'm finally getting to the books, so
I hope.
oh man,
I
dude.
hope you just get roasted.
I hope this episode bombs and no one watches it. I'd be fine with that. Alright, well-
I will do everything in my power to get this into J.K. Rowling's hands so
No,
she
dude.
can publish it herself.
I'm scared of the Harry Potter followers, man.
They're gonna cast abracadabra.
Abracadabra. Chase me with sticks. It's alright, man. I got lightsabers. Better. Well, I'm embarrassed. Thank you for tuning in.
See ya.
Because long chairs are